Like thousands of other Entebbe residents, Stuart Lubwama wakes up each morning to go and find a living. The former school head teacher and a father of two earns his livelihood from making chapattis. When schools were closed at the beginning of the lockdown, Lubwama thought he would get back to work in a few weeks. However, as weeks turned into months, he soon found out he had no money and he had to find an alternative source of income quickly.
After staying home for a couple of days, earning nothing, yet in actual sense, the demands and bills and everything were piling up.
Lubwama is a head teacher at Victorian School where he also doubles as a history and a Christian religious education teacher. It is this school that Stuart Lubwama has been a head teacher for close to 3 years. But given his situation as a teacher and a mentor, Stuart says it may look ironic for him to return to class and advise his students that is through learning that they can transform their lives.
Kati nteberezaamu ngenda yimirira ntya mu baana bange omulundi oguddako mbagamba waayi mubeere bulungi mubeere bwe muti musome embeera ejjatereera nga tegwa omusomesa waabwe naawe kati oli kubeerawo ku lwa kisa kya Katonda.
The school's director says Lubwama's situation is similar to that of most of other teachers.
These people went back home with completely nothing from our schools. Because if I'm not earning, because I earn directly from students.
Judith Nandala is a teacher and a mother of four who now runs a sugarcane stall at Katabi. She says life has been tough for her and her husband, who is also a teacher.
Because these teachers are not being paid during the lockdown, their life is very, very difficult.
Alfred Baraza is also a primary teacher and a father of 6 in Katabi. He had planned to return to his village after the lockdown was eased, but he could not because he comes from a border district of Busia, which is still under lockdown. After begging for long to survive, Alfred asked his landlord to allow him start a small vegetable garden. This has now become his means of survival.
As the landlord allowed me, and the greens I planted, that's where my base is, and is where my life is basing right now.
St. Joseph Preparatory in Chigung is stranded with 5 of its teachers. Among them is Jennifer Amongin.
By the time they locked up down, there was nothing remaining which I could use for transport.
The teachers who stay near the school had come to ask their employer for help.
Even the little money we had is now over.
I'm also stranded. We broke off when we didn't have much of the fees collected, at least for their survival.
In a collective voice, the teachers want government to consider supporting them because it has become apparent that the reopening of schools still hangs in balance. Kamana Ivan Walnyolo, NTV.